What's up, beautiful people? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Yaira. You can call me Yaya. I always forget to do introductions, so it's good that I'm doing it today because I do have lots of new subscribers. So welcome to you. As I was saying, my name is Yaira, but you can call me Yaya. Type of content I do, well, it has evolved. So I started out doing, I guess you would describe it as motivational or inspirational content when I first started YouTube. And I mean, I've watched some of those videos recently and they're quite good, if I do say so myself. So do check it out. And then somebody has suggested that I do a money video, which I was very hesitant about doing because I am not anybody's financial expert, but I went ahead and did the video and did subsequent money videos, one of which has become my highest viewed video on this channel. So I guess it went viral for me. Like for my channel anyways. It's at 12,000 views and I'm looking at my subscriber count. I'm at 666, which, by the way, somebody please subscribe right away because I do not like that number. So yeah, so 12,000 versus 666 is viral for my channel. So do check out that video as well. And then somebody else has suggested that I do movie reviews because I liked movies, and I did that, and that has evolved to like an actual analysis and breakdown of movies and shows now. I have a breakdown of Euphoria coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Definitely turn on that notification bell so you will get notified whenever I post a video. So I have Euphoria breakdown coming up, Gilmore Girls breakdown, What Not to Wear, that aired on TLC some time ago. And then it started with me doing a Cameroon tag because I had seen several tags, including Nigerian tags, but not many Cameroonian tags. And I did one, and that one actually kind of blew up right away. Like, my videos at the time were getting maybe 50 views. I did that video, and in the within the first 24 hours I had over 100 views. Surprised me because when I first came to the US and I would say I'm from Cameroon, people would be like, where is that? So I didn't think anybody would watch that video or be interested. So I have made subsequent Cameroon videos or African videos about African culture, Cameroon culture, that sort of thing, and those videos do extremely well on my channel. I will link a playlist of my Cameroon/African videos somewhere here, or is it here? Do check it out. So I personally think it's the Black Panther effect. Speaking of Black Panther, did y'all see that trailer for the second movie? Anyways, I do have a video on Black Panther, the first one, coming out soon as well. It's not going to be a review, obviously. People have done reviews on this movie since the movie came out. It's going to be more from a perspective of what they got culturally right. I've talked about this in, I think, this video. I was talking about doing a breakdown of it because I've seen a lot of people do reviews, which are great. And then I saw this video by this creator. I'll insert it somewhere here, and she was talking about Mulan and what they got culturally right, and I'm like, I can do that for Black Panther because I'm actually African. So look out for that video coming soon. It was supposed to be for August, but I might move it to September. So definitely hit that notification bell. Again, you want to get notified whenever I release a video. That was a very long-winded intro about what my channel is about. So today I'm doing a payday routine, as the title suggests. This is the first of its kind, so I would put it under the umbrella of a money video, except it's more applicable versus me sitting here and reading off a list of suggestions on how to save money. This is more applicable. You can actually see what I do when I get paid. I've been doing this for a while. It used to be that I'll write down my bills on a small sticky note, and then I started writing it down on 8 by 11 papers, like, you know, papers that you use for your printer. And then I said, you know what, I'm gonna have to just start writing this stuff out in my journal, because I was already journaling. And so that has evolved now into me just, yeah, doing a payday routine. I've seen a few of those going around on these here internets, and also watched the one by Carter Sullivan, who also does a lot of monthly resets, which have become quite popular on these internets here. And I also have an August reset, so if you haven't seen that, I will link it for you to watch, where I basically review the previous month. In this case, we'll be reviewing July, and then I tell you my goals for August, which are broken out into 4 different categories: personal, financial, health and wellness, and then social, as in social media or work related, whatever you want to call it. So those videos are what I have been consuming the most of here on YouTube, like the monthly resets, because, you know, I can see what people are doing and not imitate them, but, like, you know, maybe get inspired and say, maybe I can try this, maybe this will work for me. And if it doesn't, that's okay, I drop it. But yeah, let's finally get into this payday routine. Today is July 29th. I actually did get paid today, although this video is not going to air until next week sometime. I actually did get paid. I get paid every 2 weeks, and on average I get 2 paychecks a month. But July, I got 3 paychecks this month, which is really nice. When I worked in Disney, we got paid every week, which was super nice. So I on average got 4 paychecks a month, and then the month where I got a 5th paycheck was also nice. So yeah, I got 3 paychecks this July. The last time this happened was in December, and I actually got paid on New Year's Eve, which was super nice. So what I'm going to be doing today is showing you what I do with my paychecks. I do have 2 more bills for the month of July to pay, and then I'm going to pay a few bills. Well, pay, it's automated, so it's going to come out regardless. But I'm going to, I guess, factor in those bills that are due for August before the 12th. And why the 12th? Because that's when I get paid next. So I get paid on the 12th of August and the 26th. So I want to be able to tackle the bills that are due before the 12th. That way I can still have like some money left over, and then the 2 bills left for July. I was going back and forth between if I wanted to share the exact amount of money I got paid, or if I want to give a ballpark, because I already have written everything down, but I'm trying to decide if to share that or to do a different spread with a ballpark number. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you ballpark numbers as close to the amount that I got paid as can be. I would like to be honest and share the exact amount, and I know lots of channels here on YouTube do that. They share the exact amount, but I'm not there yet, because as much as I would like to be honest, you know, there's a lot of evil eye. I don't know who's watching my channel, so I don't know. So we'll do ballpark number and then break down what I'm going to be paying. It should be pretty simple. Also, let me know, I'm going to be writing these things down, by the way. So let me know if you prefer a handwritten, or if you'd like me to implement one of those, the Google Sheets or Google templates, budget tracker sheets, I should say. I'm more than willing to do that. I probably could buy one on Etsy for like $8, or I can make mine. So definitely let me know if you prefer me to do that versus handwritten. I'm cool either way. I always wanted to try one of those Google templates anyways, so that'll be a good excuse to get it. So for right now, we're going to do handwritten, because I literally decided to make this video like 2 days ago when I was watching Carter Sullivan's monthly resets, and she also has a monthly money video out as well. So I said, okay, let me try doing this payday routine. It could be helpful to someone. And yeah, so let's get right to it. Alright, so these are my expenses for July, which, as I mentioned, if you have watched my August reset, you would have seen that I have paid pretty much everything. I don't know if you guys can see that. Paid pretty much everything except for my car payment, $441. I'll explain what the $81 is for. And then Discover card, I said 50, but I've scratched it off for 20. Now with Discover, this credit card has been charged off. And I've watched a lot of videos that say not to worry about charged off accounts or not to pay collections. I don't know how I feel about that. I may circle back to this conversation in another video, but I've also watched Dave Ramsey. And I know a lot of people have strong feelings about Dave Ramsey and his methods because some of it is not practical, and he just preaches like just basically suffer until you are out of debt, which, you know, it depends on how dire your situation is. But if it's not that bad, I don't really see a point of eating rice and beans and rice every day till I get out of debt. It's basically like you're not living in the moment. You're living for your future self, if that makes any sense. I don't know how I feel about those methods. But anyways, I watched a Dave Ramsey video in which he said charged off accounts you still have to pay, but it's not as big of a priority as a credit card that is still, you know, not charged off. So he said focus on your paying off your credit cards that are still, I guess, live or not charged off, and you have to circle back to paying your charged off accounts.
You borrowed the money, you owe the money, so we're going to pay them, but we're going to pay them last because they're not affecting anything today.
So for Discover, that's what that is. I had set up monthly payments, so they just take the money out on specific days every month. I was doing $100 and I just dropped it to $50, and now it's $20 because I'm also trying to tackle another credit card, the Merit credit card that I've mentioned in my other videos. I have about $1,100 left on it, and I'm really trying to tackle that. So I can't really do two things at once. I mean, I could, but the funds are not like that. So I'm just thinking, okay, since I already set up to be paying Discover every month, they're still going to take it out, but it's going to be a lot less than I had intended, hence to $20, and then I can focus a lot of my attention on Merrick and paying that off, and then I can move on to paying Disney Cobra, which, as I mentioned, if you're brand new here, I used to work for Disney. I quit last year, and I got your health insurance, Disney Cobra. Did not use it, did not even go to the doctors, and I still have to pay for it. So I got the health insurance, and within like maybe 2 months of quitting Disney, I got hired at Whole Foods, so I did not need your insurance anymore, but I still have to pay $1,200. So I want to tackle the Merrick credit card so I can now move on to paying off Disney. And so yeah, for this paycheck, back to this paycheck, I have these two things to pay, $441 and $20. I've already paid the $441 off camera, and the $20, like I said, is automated. And then I'm gonna flip my bullet journal I started using this new bullet journal for August, and so that's where we're going to be looking at what I have as far as my August expenses or bills. It's basically the same as July. So let me open this real quick off camera. So these are my August bills, and I have a marker here for a reason. So basically all these bills are going to be due when I'm paid next on the 12th, so I can tackle all of these when I get paid on the 12th basically. And then I can go ahead and tackle my car insurance, my car payment, and Discover on the 26th, which is also when I get paid next. So I've even made a note here, 12th paycheck plus $452 Citibank. So I'm gonna pay all of these when I get paid on the 12th, including my Citi credit card. This is a separate credit card that was already paid off, but I put something else on it, and it's $452 right now. So I'm gonna pay it off in full when I get paid next, because like I said before, that's how credit cards work. When I first started using credit cards, I'll swipe and swipe and swipe, and I've mentioned this in my August reset. And then when the bill came, it'll tell me to pay a minimum payment of, let's say, $43. Let's say I spent $100, and then the minimum payment is $43. Instead of just going ahead and paying the $100 that I spent, I would pay the $43, which makes no sense. That's how you accrue interest, so we're not doing that again. So I'm paying the whole $452. But for this paycheck specifically, I'm gonna go ahead and knock out my storage rent. I have a storage unit still in Florida with all my stuff, so I'm planning on when I can go down to Florida and remove my things from there. I'm tired of paying that amount every month. It's very annoying. And then Canva is how I make my thumbnails and other things for my YouTube videos. It's worth the $12.99 because they have extra features that iMovie doesn't, so I always go in there and do extra things in Canva and then import it into my iMovie. Epidemic is where I get my music to, non-copywritten music, really good music for YouTube as well. It's $15 a month. Again, that's not a huge price to pay. And I just mentioned Merrick, that credit card that has $1,100. It says $42. I wanted to pay more than that, but I'm gonna pay the minimum payment this time around because I'm looking at my paycheck and I still need a buffer. And then when I have extra money in the next paycheck, I'll throw some more onto that in addition to all of this. And then Sprint, I've already set it up where they have taken it out today, even though it's not due until the 8th. You're gonna take it out. And then Hulu is due on the 8th as well. It's $14.83. So I have the Hulu bundle with Disney Plus and ESPN. I don't watch ESPN, but hey, I wanted Disney Plus, so that's what that is. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so this is what I have going on. So I wrote everything down that is due for this pay period. So like I said, my car is $441, Discover $20, storage. So I wrote all of that down, did the total of it, which is $847.12. And my ballpark number for that paycheck, because I'm not telling the exact amount I got paid, so we shall go with $900. So I'm going to do the subtraction. 900 minus this amount, I'm going to have about $50 left over. And yeah, that's what is going to be the buffer in my checking account. I'll decide what to do with that money. It's probably going to go towards gas if I'm being honest. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have. I don't know if this was helpful. Again, let me know if you would prefer me to do a Google template or if you'd like to see me actually write everything down. I just found it a lot easier to do it this way and explain my method. And that's all I have for you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and comments to let me know if it was helpful. Also comment to let me know if you prefer this handwritten method and what other things I could possibly implement to make the video better. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Yeah, be sure to hit that notification bell so that you know when I upload a video, because YouTube's day changing your methods. I can't even keep up anymore. So if you don't have your notification bell on, more than likely you're not going to know that I have posted a video. You'll probably think,
oh my god, yeah, it's not posting anymore. What's going on?
Meanwhile, I have like 3 videos that you have not seen. I will see you next week. Bye.